led me to church about over 24 years ago, I was the outsider. I did not know anything about the Bible. One of my first questions was, what is the New Testament? I didn't understand. I was never taught. I went to church a handful of times at Baptist church when I was a kid. That's it. All I remember was a preacher screaming from a pulpit when I'm like 5 years old, and I'm like, I couldn't understand what the heck's he talking about. I hated church from that point. But when my older brother had passed away, I started thinking about my soul, and he passed away when he was, I think he was 23, and I was 21. So that's what got me thinking, and God was turning me with my brother's death. But when I was in the Air Force, he was in the Air Force too, and but little did I know how. There's people that have good knowledge, but for the most part, a lot of the I didn't know anything about this church culture and all the sects and the SECTS, the divisions, the you can say even the denominations, and I didn't understand none of that. I just thought everybody was fine and everything's cool. But the more I studied the Bible, I'm like, my God, most of them ain't even doing what it says. They're just doing whatever they want. And that comes from the rebellion from Babel. It's trickled down into religion. It's got the spirits. And they do whatever they do because that's what they want to do. And one thing I've learned with God, you have to if you really want to be saved and make sure, and you put down your life, just like He put down His life. And then you say, okay, what do you want me to do today, Lord? And that's how it is every day. And He really becomes your Lord. And that is, Bible says, they that are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. It's, I think, Romans 8:14, I think. But, I didn't know how jacked up these people were. And hey, there's a lot of stupid stuff going on in churches, and it is not biblical, and they get away with it because one of the main reasons, or because people they're ignorant about the scriptures. And this is going into the Antichrist. That's how you become that. The high priest in the Old Testament, didn't know prophecies. Jesus fulfilled all the prophecies, and he didn't know the scriptures. He's that dude. See, it's just stupid. But so hey, I hope this helps somebody. But take everything with a grain of salt. If you hear it from the pulpit, you got to get your own nose in the book. Because everybody, you're going to have to stand before God, and I hope, and he talks about the blind leading the blind, right? So, no. See, I don't want that. If I'm in this to go to heaven. I'm not in this for any other reason. And that's how you got to look at this thing. It's your soul. And if they're controlling you, or ripping you off from the pulpit, or dominating, or anything, abusing, you got to say no. And you got to walk. Talk to God. Say, what do you want me to do? So, God bless.